Hey, Shadow Apocalypse, Horseman here. Got some stuff to show you today, especially when it comes to the Kanai's Cube. I know in my last video I didn't have any voice, so I kind of accidentally muted my mic. So this time around, I'm going to actually show you how to work the Kanai's Cube, as well as some other information that I've found out during the PTR experience. So, first things first, let's go ahead and look in my stash. I've got the necessary items, with the exception of this particular axe item. So, this particular act had a bonus cache assigned to it. I completed it, which is why you see that I have 2 caches. In these caches, you'll find all kinds of good stuff necessary in order to get your Kanai's Cube working as it should, which are these mats here. I'm going to go ahead and just drop some stuff, pick up this as well as these and these, because there's a few different things that I want to show you. If you don't know already, the Kanai's Cube must be acquired through Secharon first, which can be found in Act 3, right there. The area is quite extensive, so it's necessary to explore everything in order to find the Kanai's Cube. You can also talk to Zoltan Cool for more information. As I showed you before on how to extract a particular ability, I'm going to be doing it again. This time I'm going to be applying that with my armor set, since I already have something there for my weapon, and I forgot to grab the actual piece. Oh, look what I found. Yeah, too little too late. Thanks. Anyway, this particular item is necessary for the build that I'm going for. So what I'm going to do is pull up my recipe, which says to extract a legendary power. I placed a legendary item in there, as well as one of each of these other items. Am I missing something? I feel like I am. The butterfly. Alright. So this gives me the ability to transmute. It will destroy this item. And I failed because I did something wrong. What am I missing? Legendary. Thunder and Rune. Butterfly. Bat. Flesh. Yes. Oh, Death's Breath. Sorry about that. Extracting legendary power will consume the legendary item. Extract the power? Absolutely. And now, if you go into here, you can see that I have it listed right here. What I want to do, though, is I also want to actually apply this. So, last time I had used an item that I was equipping at the time. And that was a bad thing to do, because what it ended up doing was getting rid of my socket, which included the consumable that I had placed on it, and it was pretty much awesome. So, and it re-rolled all the stats on the particular item. I don't want to do that again, so I'm going to try something new. This time what I need to do is apply a legendary item, 5 of each, but this time I need to put in Forgotten Souls. So I'm going to do that this time. And I'm going to select what I want right there. Transmute. It works. It re-rolled the stats of the item. I do get to keep it, which is nice. In order to see that you have the stat applied, I can now go to my details and see that my 7-sided strike applies Exploding Palm, which is pretty awesome. Especially when you go to think that my 7-sided strike performs an extra 7 strikes, as well as my Exploding Palm. Upon death, explosion damage is increased by 100%. As you can see, the Kanai's Cube can power up any individual with extra abilities. The hard part is finding the items in order to do so. Now, something neat that I didn't know about, that I was tinkering around about, was that any item that you extract from and put into your recipe book, if you will be applied to every single character that you create, with the exception of seasonal to non-seasonal, vice versa, and normal to hardcore. So obviously, if you start a new character in each of these for the first time, you will not have anything there. So if I have a seasonal toon, I get these abilities. The next seasonal toon I create will have these already there, which is a great thing to think about. Another thing that was really neat, which I wish I could show you guys, sadly, even with that awesome community buff down there, I was unable to acquire a puzzle ring, and I was also unable to get a bovine bardache. If you put in the puzzle ring, and hit the transmute button, it will spawn a pretty little portal for you. Same thing with the bovine bardache. It will spawn a cow level, not the cow rift, but a cow level. I have yet to see it, but and I was really hoping that I was going to be able to show it to you guys real quick. But yeah, definitely something to think about. So now that I have these new abilities, let's go ahead and try it out. As you can see here, there is a chest above the Act 1, and as you complete an act with the bonus cash, it will move around. So it's nice to be able to do it in order to get that extra bonus cash, which will give you more of those materials needed for Kanai's Cube. You can get those abilities, I'm sorry, not the abilities, but you can get the items that you need without having that, but it won't be nearly as much. So let's go ahead and try out this new ability that I have on here. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. Just went in there with my dashing strike and did the exploding, not the exploding bomb, but the 7-sided strike, and it murdered everything. So that is exactly what I want. Now, mind you, I do understand that I am on Torment 3. For testing purposes and just to get stuff done quickly, this is what I want to do. Not to mention, but the queues are pretty atrocious right now, so I didn't want to have to deal with that.
Guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they will fall on them and discover their heinous, treasonous plans as well.
I'm not gonna go try to hunt down the butcher right now because of the fact that I don't want this video to be too terribly long. But you get the idea. I know that once I go and see the butcher at Torment 3, I'll be able to do the 7-sided strike on him, hit all 14 times, and be able to murder him pretty quickly. So it's not really necessary for me to show you. Alright, that's it for now. If you have any questions, please post below, and I look forward to playing with you in game. Horseman out.